Welcome, my name's Jane, Fit for Your Life. Today we're going to use our body as a body weight training for our legs. So you don't need any equipment, don't need dumbbells, don't need weights machines, you don't even need to be at the gym. You can do this at home. So join me. Let's start with a warm-up. Little march on the spot. So we just want to raise that heart rate, get the blood flowing to those muscles, warm them up, and then a little bit of mobility. So let's do taking your leg out at the side and down. Or if you want to, you can take it and balance. So just working those hips and glutes. Let's change legs. And this can be an exercise in itself, but we're just using it today as a warm-up. All right, let's do some hand to knee. So get those knees lifting. And then maybe just a little swing of your leg if you need to. You can hold on or you can point and tap on the floor. So again, just a little mobility. Let's change legs. And then let's do some little hamstring curls, so trying to kick your bum behind. All right, let's start our exercises then. So squats to begin with. Body weight squat. So take it nice and slow, just using your own body weight. So we're squatting down. The movement starts by bending, pushing your hips back, bending from the knees as you come down and up. Good. Okay, that's our body weight squats. Let's do some lunges. So we're going to lunge forward, right leg, and again. So you're just stepping forwards, try and keep your body upright, looking ahead. Let's do that with the other side. So left leg. Good. Okay, this time we're going to go back to those squats, but a little bit slower. So here we go. Slow, slow. Up, up. Down, down, up, up. So by going slower, you're making the exercise harder. So instead of adding in weights, we're using our own body weight, but by going slower, we're making that harder on those legs. Good. Let's do two more. Last one. Great. Now back to our lunges, this time a static lunge. So we've got 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. And we're just going down, again, slow. So 2 count down, 2 count up. If you need to, you could always hold on if your balance isn't that good. Let's go. Down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. One more time. Change legs. Now notice the back foot stays on the toes, so the heel doesn't come down at all. You're just going down and up in a straight line. So we're not travelling forwards and we're not rocking back. So we're always keeping that fixed position, heel lifted. Are those legs feeling it yet? Give them a little shake out. All right, let's add in another exercise now, some deadlifts. So feet slightly apart, we're going to hinge from the hips again. So imagine you're bowing like a waiter and then come back up. So the idea isn't to touch your toes, you just literally let those hands hang. Okay, but don't round your shoulders, so don't as you come forward do this. You want to keep that flat back and again, shoulders pulled back. So imagine you're holding a big heavy bar. Hinge from the hips and pull up. So looking forward slightly, keeping that back flat and squeezing those shoulders back. One more time. All right, let's go back to those squats. Again, we're going to change it. Wider legs. So squat down and up. Nice wide legs. So this is going to target here now. Your inner thighs, your adductors. And notice this time it's more like a plie squat. I'm keeping fairly upright in my back posture. Sort of slightly, so I'm still hinging from the hips first, but I'm rather than keeping it upright there, because then my knees come forward. So I'm still hinging from the hips, so pushing the weight back as if you've been poked in the tummy. Good. And it doesn't matter if your feet are turned out like a plie, or whether your feet are turned forward. Try it, see how it feels, different action. All right, shake it out. Let's go back to those lunges. So we're going to do alternate leg lunges this time. Stepping forward, changing legs. So again, just a little bit of challenge for your balance and your memory. Keep it going. One more time. Good work. All right, let's come back to those deadlifts then. So again, feet slightly apart, hinge from the hip, slowly forward, slowly up. So think of that 2 count. Here we go. 1, 2. 1, 2. Nice and slow. Slow, slow. Now as you're leaning forward, pushing your bum slightly back, I want you to squeeze those glutes as you come up. So think squeeze, and as if you're pushing your hips forward. So we're not arching, but you are just squeezing and pushing them slightly. So engage those glutes, push your heels into the floor to pull yourself back up again. All right, one more time. So this one really focuses more on your hamstrings, the back of the legs. Okay, how about our sides of our legs? So we're going to add in a new exercise now. So this time, you're lifting the leg up at the side. So like we did in our warm-up. And again, you can challenge your balance, or you can put your foot down each time. You may want to put your hands on your hips and think about your technique as you're doing this one. So make sure we're not sort of leaning to the side to lift your leg up. So it doesn't have to be a high lift. I want you to think about trying to keep those hips level. Squeeze your glutes on your standing leg. Ooh. All right, let's change sides. So again, you can tap your foot down or you can balance. Think about that tall line in the middle. So we're not leaning to the side. And relax it there. Okay, let's add in one more exercise then. Calves. So we're going to rise up and down on your toes. So again, looking ahead, keeping good posture as you rise up and down on your toes. So try not to rock the weight too far forward. And watch it, those feet aren't rocking out. So I think pushing into your big toes. And again, to make that harder, we can go slower. And that also challenges your balance. So going up, up, down, down. So I noticed my ankles did a little wobble there. So just work out nice and slow and controlled, as I said. That makes it harder. All right, give those legs a little shake out. You're doing really well. So we're going to put that all together now. So let's start with those squats. First of all, feet hip width apart. Squat down and up. Not too fast. So we're going to do 10 reps. Good. Keep it slow. One more time. All right, let's go for those wider leg squats now. So squatting down and up. How are we feeling? into your lunges. So first of all, right leg lunge only. We're going to do 5. One more time. And then you're going to change legs. So left leg. 5 on the left leg. All right, right leg only. Hold it there. Come down, down, up, up. So again, we're doing this 2 counts, slow. Think about that posture, shoulders drawn down and back. Woo. One more. Change legs, left leg. Here we go. Down, down, up, up. Let's do one more. So that's 5 on each leg. Woo. Give me a little shake out. Alternate lunges, quick. Here we go. Right leg, left leg. So you should be feeling that burn in those legs now. One more with each leg. And then we've got those calf raises. Are you ready? Up on those toes. Good. Actually, 10 calf raises. Go slow now. Up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. And hopefully throughout this workout you found your heart rate's raised a little bit, your whole body's a little bit warmer, you made me slightly out of breath. If you're a beginner and new to exercising again, or if like me, you've got cancer and you haven't exercised in a while. All right, shake it out. Okay, let's give those muscles a bit of a stretch now. So if you can, balance, pick up your foot, try to bring your heel towards your bum, and think about bringing those knees together. So you're pushing your knee down, and your hips just slightly forward, feeling a stretch in your quads, the front of your thighs here. And again, if you're not so good at your balance, you could always hold on. And if you can't reach your foot, you could use a band, dressing gown, towel, something just to wrap around and hold, or even hold the back of your trainers. So take it to where you can. So 6 months ago I couldn't do this because my muscles were so tight from having been sitting down for several months having my chemotherapy and not exercising. So don't worry if you're not there, you will get there. All right, let's do the hamstrings now. So we take a foot forward. Again, imagine you're pushing your bum back as if you're going to sit down. Slightly lean forward. Think more about tilting your hips up and back rather than sort of crumbling down here. So you can rest your hands on your thighs. Let me show you that this way. So we can take a step forward, not a big step. Again, think hinge from the hips, push your bum back. So you've got this leg bent, this leg straight. And we're feeling it here as we tilt that bum up towards the ceiling. Lovely. Okay, now let's take those legs a little wider. Turn one foot slightly out. And we're just going to transfer the weight that way. So we get a little inner thigh stretch. Come back in, turn your foot in, turn the other foot slightly out, and again just transfer your weight across. So our adductor stretch. All right, let's do a little calf stretch. So 1 foot back, 1 foot forward. Bend your front knee, but again, try not to lean into it like this. All right, keep your body upright, and instead think, transfer the hips forward. Push that weight down your leg into your back heel. So it doesn't matter if you've got your hands up against a wall or not. So show you this way up. Feet about hip width apart. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Both feet flat. And again, hips weight comes forward as you bend the front knee. Great workout, everyone. Well done.